and I'm talking to you from the wilds of remote Republic of Ireland. If you listen, maybe you'll hear the wind howling in the chimney behind me. There's a storm battering the house, coming in off the Atlantic. And as I sit here, I hope that we get through the storm without too much damage. Or if there is damage, then it will be easily repairable. There's a storm blowing through the world. Terrible, terrible, terrible things happening, unbearable things happening. And we have to hope we can get through without too much damage to people, to lives, to the human soul. There's a storm blowing through the minds of so many people. We have a crisis of mental health and, at a less extreme level, a crisis of lack of confidence, insecurity, imposter syndrome, self-doubt, all of those things. We have to try to work to make sure that storm does not do too much damage. The storm blowing through people's bank accounts. So many of us struggling to get by as those with inherited wealth, or the few tech bros or oligarchs who have managed to rot the system, get richer and richer while the rest of us scrabble to survive. That storm will lead to something which will include social change. We are in a process. Part of our job is to hope that that process can be peaceful, not violent. I'm not so confident. But what drives us, what guides us as we face all these storms? A word that's thrown around a lot is purpose. What's your purpose? Know your purpose. Be a purpose-driven entrepreneur, a purpose-driven artist. Know your purpose. Well, yeah, purpose is great. And I'm thinking about it because I've just announced today, in fact, that I'm again running a 6-week group and individual coaching program called Find Purpose Through Presence and Pleasure. Last year, it was actually called just Purpose, Presence and Pleasure, but nobody could remember what it was, so I've made the title slightly more memorable, I hope. Find Purpose Through Presence and Pleasure. But what do I actually mean by purpose? What is purpose? You see, it sounds a bit like a mission statement, doesn't it? And if you go and look at a company's mission statement or corporate mission or whatever they want to call it, our purpose is this. And you look at it and you go, crap, most of the time. Words, meaningless words. Stuff that you've put out there to try to fool suckers into giving you money. Our purpose is to be excellent in customer service. And then you phone up and you're, hi, we're experiencing a higher than normal volume of calls. You'll have to wait for an hour to talk to someone who then won't be able to answer your question. The words do not match the reality. So when I talk about purpose, I don't think I'm talking about some kind of personal corporate mission statement, because words can be betrayed so easily. Yes, says a government, we care about our citizens while only enriching a small proportion of those citizens, the ones who happen to fund the ruling party. Yes, we care about civilian lives, says a government, as it commits atrocities either on the country next door or countries halfway around the world. Words get betrayed, and we do it to ourselves. We say, I commit myself to being a teacher, for example. And we endure year after year of having the soul sucked out of us as we try to serve a moribund educational system because we said we wanted to be a teacher and we do not dare find our own way to honor that passion. Or we say, I am going to be an excellent provider for my family. Such an honorable thing to want to do. But to try to honor that commitment, those words that you have said to yourself, you take the safe option. You sit in a job that does not satisfy your soul. And then you know what happens one day? That company or that educational institution or that business that you have tried to be loyal to in return for your security says, economic circumstances have changed. You're fired. We've closed. We're moving offshore. And all the sacrifices we made for the sake of security are for nothing. Words, words, words. The same words we use to write down our deepest truths can be reordered and turned into our most corrosive lies. So when I talk about purpose, I don't mean the words that we say to ourselves, although often we have to use words to move towards an understanding of our purpose. What I mean, though, by purpose is that indefinable, beyond words, feeling of rightness. Doesn't mean everything's good all the time. Doesn't mean you wake up every morning and go, woohoo, I'm happy. That crap about do a job you love and you'll never do a day's work in your life. It's nonsense. Do a job you love and you'll still have to work really hard and you'll still have to fight the demons and you'll still have to go through the tough times, but you will be driven by a sense of rightness. Not just a concept of rightness, a sense in your entire system that you are doing what you were here to do. That you are honoring the unique genius that each of us has, making your unique contribution to what? Yourself, your family, your community, your world, the future, honoring the past, preserving the ecosystem, picking up litter from the beach. It doesn't matter. What is your gift and how can you honor it? I was talking to someone yesterday and said something to him that I say so often. You're very special. There's nothing special about that. We all are, but we're all special in different ways. We all have this genius, and purpose is to find and honor that genius, even if you can't put it into words. And it's certainly not preferencing the words over the feeling, the sensation, the knowing that you are doing the right thing. Right, not right according to someone else, not right according to some religion, unless that for you is your only real touchstone. Right because inside it feels right. It is a fire, a passion, a need, an urgency. An urgent need to be the best person you can be, making the best contribution to your world you can make. We need, all of us, to reconnect with and fiercely defend our sense of purpose. Whatever you're doing, ask yourself, is this aligned with who I truly know myself to be? And if not, I'm not saying throw a tantrum and walk out of your life. I'm saying commit to alignment. Well, of course, here's what I'm offering. I'm setting up a program, Finding Purpose Through Pleasure and Presence, technically presence and pleasure. A program where the maximum of 12 participants each have 2 individual coaching sessions and 6 group coaching sessions. And we will look at identifying and aligning with purpose, especially through developing our skills at identifying and using our pleasure and becoming more present with ourselves, with each other, and with the world. It starts in about a month, mid-November. Until the 1st of November, there's an early bird price, quite a big reduction. If you think you're interested, go to the website that's there, www.johnbritton.co/PPP. Nice and easy to remember, johnbritton.co/PPP. You won't be able to book a place because I won't take anyone on the program unless we can first have a conversation. I'm not going to take you on the program unless I'm sure I can help you. And I don't want you joining the program unless you're sure it's right for you. So you'll be invited to set up a half-hour call with me. We'll have a chat and see whether what you need and what I can offer are going to align. Alignment is all. Well, whatever storms are blowing through your life today, I hope you can keep yourself warm, safe, and enjoy the excitement of living a life of unpredictable brilliance. Take care out there.